Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm Lee.
He's just a guest.
Sunday, January 9th was the 2-hour premiere of the brand new superhero TV show called The Cape, and I thought it was better than I was expecting.
I thought it was alright.
I thought it sucked.
I first stumbled across The Cape back in July at Comic-Con for the TV Guide panel, and the story that I got was that there was this cop who got a tip about this crime boss whose name was the Chess.
I think it's just Chess.
Or just Chess, rather. And he's this scary, skinny crime lord who's got chess pieces for eyeballs and wears this big leather mask. And the cop gets captured by Chess and has his mask stapled to the back of his head because there's police chasing him and they're onto him, so he puts the mask on the cop thinking so that they thought that he was the Chess. And Chess.
Now, you saw all this at Comic-Con?
Yep, saw all of it at Comic-Con.
Okay.
And in a big police chase, there's a huge explosion and they thought that they got Chess, or the cop who had the mask stapled to his head, or whatever. And then he was discovered by a group of underground circus performers.
We'll get to that.
And we'll get to that.
I have things to say about that. So based on that, you were looking forward to it from Comic-Con, or?
I was after I saw it, but I haven't really heard much advertising from it up until now. I was lucky to come across it.
It's not going to be like an interview. You can keep going.
Oh. Next question.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
I knew absolutely nothing about it. I was just sitting in the living room when it came on and just sat down and watched it.
I like it. It's pretty solid.
Now, Lee is a good person to have here because we watched it together, and coming from a superhero and a constructive critical background,
Is that for both of you or just him?
That's just for me.
I mean, for you, okay.
That's just
I
for
don't really
me.
have a background.
Lee doesn't have a
He doesn't
background.
have any background.
We found him. So he was kind of the your everyday audience member.
And my background on this show was that I was looking forward to it only because for, similar reasons, I just, it's a superhero show being taken seriously as opposed to just like a spoof, because, they've done spoof shows and there's, like that one with the family that's all superheroes, whatever. But I was looking forward to it for that reason, but unfortunately I was not expecting anything really from it. So that, going in, that's how I felt about it. I don't know about you guys. You thought it had potential. You didn't know anything about it, and I didn't think it was going to be good at all.
There was a lot of hype that it was like a Batman character, and it really was. There was so much like, even like to the T of Christopher Nolan's.
He did like a gravelly voice too.
He had a gravelly voice. He was, that rooftop perched like a gargoyle kind of thing. And it was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Now what I didn't like is that it was a 2-hour premiere, and it kind of just jumbled across. Like the first time you see him in the Cape, he's not very successful.
Yeah, and also I feel like they take it on just really easily. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, no big deal. Like,
I kept saying, I was like, this guy's not gonna last. It's his first night out, and he's getting thrown into a port. Yeah.
I right away had a problem as soon as they got to the Carnival of Crime, because it was called the Carnival of Crime. I thought that was the stupidest thing. But then, I mean, I was thinking about it, I was like, well, I guess it's comic booky, like it's goofy, I guess. But, I just thought that was kind of ridiculous, and I didn't know if it was trying to be taken seriously or be campy, because some of the time it was really campy, like the dialogue was kind of cheesy a lot. What was the one thing I pointed out when he's like, oh, you don't know when to quit, and he's like, it's my most annoying feature, or something like that, whatever it is, I forget what it is, but, there was like, it tried to be serious, and then it was trying to be like campy, and I didn't know what it wanted to be, so it was kind of bugging me a little bit, but because I had such low expectations, overall, I thought it was better than I expected because of the effects, especially. I know you said you liked the effects too.
Oh, I like the effects.
I thought the effects were pretty good, especially for TV. Like that was pretty impressive, I thought. And I will be following it just to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm going to be following it too, just to see if it gets any better. The first half of the program was, I was kind of being open-minded to it. It was going really fast, and I could gather what they were trying to do. They were trying to make it like a comic book, or at least something like that. Because there was super editing done. It was just cut from moment to moment. And it was a little too much. It didn't. There was no character establishment.
No development or anything of them. Yeah.
Or
like what you pointed out.
Well, yeah, that was my problem with the whole thing. Is that it moved so quick that the relationships between the characters weren't established at all. It was almost like, okay, we have a 2-hour premiere, and so now we're going to try to mush everything into it because we only have 2 hours. So, I mean, for me, it was just like, it moved really fast, and, I mean, it could have been a good thing, but it just wasn't. Because it was just, there was nothing to it. It just was moving around.
It was kind of empty. It felt empty.
So, for someone who is not a super fan of superheroes,
it's cute.
What is your take on the show as far as watchability?
Well, it was actually summed up. It was summed up by the guy in the convenience store. If you watched
From Borat.
He was from Borat?
Yep.
Oh,
He even called him Borat. That pissed me off.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, anyways, he said, "Oh, so what's your name?" And he turns around and goes, "The Cape." He says, "Oh, the Cape. You'll work on it."
We'll work on it.
And
Yeah, I actually was thinking that. That was lame.
And like that's how I felt pretty much about the watchability is
work on it.
You'll work on it.
Yeah, you'll work on it. Well, unfortunately, it's probably all filmed, but it's all done.
Right.
Okay, so overall, I thought it was better than I expected. Like I said, I'm gonna be following it just because I mean it's different, I guess, than what most shows are. So that's a good thing.
I'd say if you like superheroes, check it out. If you don't like it, maybe even give it a chance for another episode. But if you're not at all, I don't think it's for you.
Yeah. And I would just watch it just to see if it slows down a bit. Maybe it was just a premiere thing where it was moving so fast. So
yeah. So let us know in the comments what you thought about The Cape if you checked it out. Let us know if you are into superheroes and comic books and stuff, because that obviously is going to affect whether you like it or not. Let us know what your expectations were before watching it. Just let us know what you thought of it, and that's pretty much it.